Action.
Today we're going to talk about the caning of Charles Sumner's. In the middle of the 1800s, Kansas is up for whether or not it's going to be a slave or a free state. Charles Sumner is a senator from Massachusetts and an anti-slavery radical. And Charles Sumner gives a speech on the Senate floor entitled "The Crimes Against Kansas." He basically says,
Kansas is being assaulted by the perpetrators of slavery who want to be a slave state. Oh.
Then he starts making personal attacks. He says,
Oh, Andrew Butler, Senator of South Carolina, who normally sits next to me, but you had a stroke. You are not here. Guess what? You are a gangsta for the institution of slavery.
But you know who else was in the chamber that day? Preston Brooks, Representative, South Carolina, Andrew Butler's second cousin. He's like,
this dude is slandering my state, he's slandering my family, and the Southern Code of Honor says that I can't let this stuff transpire. What am I going to do? What do you think? A duel would be most just.
Lawrence
Keat.
Representative, South Carolina, Brooks' friend in the House of Representatives and notorious fan of
Secession.
succession and violence in the legislative.
No, you can't challenge Sumner to a duel. Only gentlemen are allowed to duel. And Charles Sumner, sir, is no gentleman.
Oh, crud, you're right. What am I going to do then? Oh, I know. I was just given a brand new 11.5-ounce
Gutta percha.
Gouda Percha cane with a gold head. I'm gonna beat him with that.
May 22nd, 1856, Brooks walks down the aisle of the Senate. He's 5 dang feet from Charles Sumner when he looks up and he realizes that there's a lady in the chamber. He's like,
Oh, curses. I can't beat Charles Sumner in front of a lady.
he sits across the aisle, thinks about what he's doing, and then he gets up to leave and he's like,
No, I'm not doing this thing.
and everyone else with him is just like,
No, you got to do this thing.
so so Brooke walks back into the chambers and heads to Charles Sumner's desk.
Ah, I'm nearsighted. Oh, it's all blurry and stuff. Who is that?
Brooks is like,
I read your speech twice, and guess what? It's an accursed libel against South Carolina, and it's a libel against Andrew Butler. And guess what? Andrew Butler is a cousin of mine.
and whack, Brooke beats Sumner so hard on top of the head that he goes blind.
That's you, Keat. You're supposed to be doing something.
Oh. No people.
Yeah, we're.
No.
Hey.
No.
It's him, Mom.
All told, Brooks beats Sumner in the head over 300 doggone times with his cane. Brooks' cane is broken and Charles Sumner is bloodied and beaten, but he doesn't die. The North is like,
No, that's you, my friend.
The North is like.
What the heck?
but the South is like.
Yeah, that's how we do.
No, that's indeed.
Preston Brooks is an immediate celebrity. Charleston, merchants buy him
Keat, you're done.
a cane inscribed with the words "Hit him again," and he's like,
Yeah, I was defending my state. Deal with it. Sumner can come get caned again.
now it's about 1855. Sumner is still too messed up. He can't walk. He meets Dr. Brown
Sequard.
who lights a fire cotton on Sumner's back every time Sumner is like, ah! Oh,
Yeah, that's you.
Every bit of anguish, every bit of pain that I feel I will return to the perpetrators of slavery 10,000 times. Darn slavery.
In 1860, he finally gets to give a speech on the floor of the Senate after he returns, called Barbarous Slavery, in which he says,
Southerners say they own the sun, say they own the moon, say they own the stars, but don't let them say they own a man, because when the sun and moon and stars have died, a man's soul will live on forever.
and the caning of Charles Sumner was a sign of the times. It showed that the people were ready to do anything to defend their point of view, even if it meant a beating. This event was one of the many that ultimately led to the Civil War. Let us never forget that what they were willing to do to preserve their way of life, and let's never repeat it again.